Trey, y'all were really good as an offensive line last year. How much better can you be? And if you think you're going to be better, what will it take to be better?
Right, yeah, I think we have taken such massive strides even from what we were last year. We were already a veteran group last year, and now we're just a year past that. We've grown, we've grown smarter. We've learned more just about the game of football. We kind of talk about we've gotten our PhDs in football this year, because we already kind of had everything, but now we're just going above and beyond. So,
well, what's the greatest, collectively, what is the greatest asset, do you think, of this offensive line?
I think just our experience. There's nothing really that we're going to see on a Saturday that we haven't seen before, that someone hasn't seen before. So we're going to be ready for everything, and we're ready to attack. So we're ready to go.
What does it mean to you to have the entire offensive line coming back to A&M this year? Just the chemistry you guys already have. What does that say to you?
Right, yeah, it means everything. Getting to play another year with all the guys that were here last year. So we just got such a great bond, and so many reps together, so many reps banked together that we just are one unit. So.
Is it somewhat surprising that everybody's back? Armaje could have gone to the NFL. You could have gone to the NFL. Some guys might have that are backups could have transferred somewhere.
Right.
Why is this line back intact?
We just had unfinished business, and we want to go out this year and make a statement, and win the Joe Moore, win all the games, see where we can go and win championships. So.
Trey, was it kind of your idea or the coach's idea, or maybe both, of getting some work at center?
Yeah, so we talked about that, and it was kind of a decision between me and the coaches both. Just to just learn a new position, and it just helps my draft stock. Possibly for that, and just having extra depth on the O-line, being able to play multiple positions helps. So.
Yeah, with that in mind, how much versatility does this offensive line have?
I mean, we have a bunch of different combinations. We could have guys playing all over the place and still have that. That mesh where we have that connection together. So we can have guys playing every, injuries happen during the season. Hopefully nothing happens, knock on wood. But, so yeah, we'll always have, every position's probably 3 or 4 deep.
I got one last point and I'll shut up. Is there a player that's, maybe not considered a veteran or something that has impressed you on this, that may be able to be some real valuable depth on this line as well?
Lamont Rogers coming in, true freshman, but he's been doing a great job. He's been, talking in my ear constantly, asking me just questions, just asking me about football, about the playbook. He's just wanting to learn so much, and he attacks practice every single day that he's going to be a solid guy, and I'm excited for his future.
Trey, you were named to the Earl Campbell Tyler Rose watch list. What does that honor mean to you?
I mean, like you said, it's just an amazing honor, but I kind of have a thing where I think awards and accolades breeds complacency, so I don't focus too much on the awards, and I just focus on getting better every single day and winning every single week.
And throughout just training camp, just what have you seen in the growth of this offense being explosive heading into week 1?
Right, just having a veteran O-line and just getting the quarterbacks, receivers, tight ends on the same page. It's very cool to see their connection and just making explosive plays down the field. It's exciting, and our running backs, of course, so we're going to be dangerous on offense.
You talked about unfinished business. Now, growing up, obviously, wanting to come here and be an Aggie, how important was it for you personally to come back and really see some success in your final season?
I mean, yeah, it means everything. It's been a dream of mine growing up, and now having put in all the work these past 5 years, it's just all kind of come down to this one moment, this 1 year. So we're going to take it day by day, week by week, and I'm excited.
So what would you consider a successful season for A&M this year?
Going to and winning the SEC championship and going into the playoffs. And for the O-line, our goal is the Joe Moore Award. Being a veteran O-line group, that's very attainable for us, so that's where we're headed.
Trey, when you were thinking about the NFL draft last year, did NFL teams give you feedback like, hey, we see you as a center, or is that something that you and the coaches just kind of what kind of feedback did I get from them on that?
Yeah, I just heard from the coaches here that, hey, you might not be a tackle at the next level, so just being able to get reps at center and bank those reps before you're into the NFL will help your draft stock enormously. So it's been great that I was able to get reps at center during spring ball and during fall camp.
Is that anything do you ever have experience in high school, or did you work with, I know Matt McChesney, did you ever work with him just snapping the ball and that kind of
No, it's actually my first time snapping the ball with spring ball, so picked it up pretty quick.
How's that transition been, just trying that and learning that position?
Right, it's a little different than tackle, to say the least. But I give some of the centers here a little bit of crap because I've picked up playing center pretty quick, and sometimes they like to say it's the hardest position on the O-line. So I like to give them a little bit of crap for that.
So you're like, hey, no, left tackle's hard.
Tackle's definitely harder than center.
So now that fall camp is kind of over with, week 1 next week. What was maybe different about this fall camp in your estimate than last year's fall camp?
I think it just comes down to being a year ahead of where we were last year. We were still trying to install the playbook, still trying to get people on the same page for different reasons, like team chemistry-wise, but now we were able to skip all of that and just hit the ground running, learning upper-level stuff like the PhD stuff I was talking about. We started so much further ahead than we were last year.
What's the relationship like with the running back room? With the depth that they have as well this year, how good do you think they can be?
I mean, it's so exciting to see that running back room because they have so many great athletes, great threats, that it makes our jobs easier when they'll get us yards no matter what we do. So it's cool to see, for sure.